Hello, so today I'm going to show you guys how I make bone broth. Bone broth to me is a superfood. It contains minerals, it contains amino acids like glycine and proline, it contains collagen, it contains gelatin, all of which are great for joint and bone health, improving immunity, improving digestion, improving the skin, the hair and the nails, and warding off infection and disease, because when your immunity is strong, you're able to do that. Bone broth is super easy to make if you prepare your vegetables beforehand. I use marrow bones because the marrow contains a lot of the goodness from the animal that you are consuming, and also I try to use organic grass-fed beef bones, organic grass-fed chicken bones, and wild caught fish. So I had fish to make a fish broth still in the freezer because I couldn't get over actually cutting up the fish, deboning it with the eyes and everything in there. So the fish broth I haven't made yet, but the bone broth with the beef bones, I'll show you how to do that super easy. And with the chicken broth, what I do is I buy an entire organic chicken and I roast it, and then when the chicken is finished, there's no more meat on the chicken or just very little meat, I then put the chicken, the actual carcass, into the slow cooker, and I add my vegetables, and then I let that simmer for not a few hours, rather like a day or two, and I top it up as I go along, and that's really, really delicious. That is my favorite one. But the beef bone broth has a very earthy, meaty smell, so it's something that you have to get used to, at least in my opinion. And when I was taking the bones out of the packaging today, like the smell, it's something that you have to get used to. But for me, I struggle with consuming a lot of meat because I just feel at this point in my life, I feel quite sorry for the animals that are being killed. Like, I'm at this point where I think, can I eat healthily without consuming as many animal products? But there's some benefits to consuming animal products, for example, as in the bone broth. So you want to make sure that the animals that you're using have had a happy life as possible. So organic and grass-fed sort of ensures that. So that's what I want to talk about today with the bone broth. I'm going to show you how I make it. I've pre-chopped everything, and you need to make sure that when you are doing your bone broth, you keep the pot simmering very, very low. So my mom always used to say to me, just let it simmer, just one little bubble at a time, because you want the vitamins, the nutrients, the minerals, the amino acids, everything to just slowly leach out. You don't want to put it on a high heat and then kill that. So I will show you now how I make my bone broth. Okay, so this is what we're going to use in the bone broth. We have 3 beef marrow bones. I got these from Waitrose because that's the only place that I can find marrow bones. And I'm not endorsed by, nor do I support any particular company, but for me in England with Waitrose, they, as far as I'm aware now, they're the only company that ensure that their animals, at least the organic animals, are not fed GMO products. But these are not organic bones, but I feel more comfortable using their non-organic produce. For the bone broth, I'm also going to use leeks, which I've cut, a carrot, some onions, I've got 4 onions there, some ginger, which is here, some ginger root, and I got some turmeric root as well, which is an anti-inflammatory, which is really important when you're looking at joint and bone health, or just in general for your body. A bulb of garlic, and some thyme here, and some celery. So the thyme, I'm using quite a lot of thyme there, and I'm using about maybe 4 stalks of celery. So what I also wanted to mention with the bone broth is that because it's such a nutritious food, like, our body is able to easily digest it. So when we drink the bone broth, it just works immediately to help the body to function at its peak. And one of the key things for me starting back up with the bone broth, because I stopped it for a while, was the fact that I have been researching more about leaky gut syndrome. So what I know so far is that basically when there are holes in your gut, the food that you're eating sort of leaches out into the bloodstream, and then your immune system goes crazy, and then you start to suffer from autoimmune diseases, and your immunity is compromised, so you're not able to function well at all. And bone broth contains gelatin, which helps to heal and seal the gut, so food goes where it's supposed to go, doesn't leak out into the bloodstream. When you have bone broth, you can replace the water that you cook with with the water that you get from the bone broth. So if you're making rice, instead of using water, you can use half a cup of water to half a cup of bone broth, or if you're cooking potatoes, you can just use bone broth to cook the potatoes in. So you're making sure that you're increasing the nutritional value of everything that you're consuming. And also, I read an interesting fact: the joint supplements that they're selling, basically you get that in the bone broth. So this is why I'm such an avid believer of going back to nature and going back to earth to consume, things that we can just go and not in product or supplement form either, even though that's okay. But when you go back to nature and you have fruits and you have vegetables and you make your own chicken soups and you make your own bone broths, you are getting everything there in its raw, unrefined state, not processed, not with any additives or anything in it or preservatives. And I'm a strong believer in going back to basics. Like, I've spent a long time in the kitchen today, which is probably going to get a few videos out. But I am happy about that because I know that what I'm eating, I've put everything in. I know where it's come from. I know it's clean. I know it's additive and preservative free, organic mostly, raw, unpasteurized, and the health benefits are booming. So I'm happy with that. So bone broth time, so easy to do. All we're going to do is take these bones, which I have washed and cleaned. So when you buy bones, I don't just take the bones and put it into the bone broth. You can wash it down with lemon or salt. That's how we do it back home in the Caribbean. So you have the bones. I'm going to pop this into my slow cooker. And just a note, if you're buying a slow cooker, make sure it has a temperature control on it so you can control how hot it gets. Mine only has warm, high, and low. So my low tends to bubble too much, and my warm is just like super, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not warm. What's that word? I remember it just now, but it's not warm. It's just really like cool. So it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So I have to constantly keep checking the temperature. But try and get one where you have like the actual degrees, like 60 degrees, 50 degrees, etc. So the 3 bones have gone into there. That's enough to make quite a rich broth. And then again, my carrot, my broccoli, where's the broccoli on this plate? The carrot, the leeks, the celery, the thyme, the garlic, the turmeric root, the ginger, and the onion. I'm just going to literally slide that in there. And then I'm going to top that up with water. So I'm just going to try and see if I could bring the camera. Or to bring the pot, actually, if that makes sense. So you guys can see what is in there. So I'm going to actually try and see if I could do this. And what I'm going to do is add some water to that now. And fill it all the way up. This is boiled water that has been cooled. I'm going to add that in there. And then I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. So I'm just going to pop this down. And the benefits of adding the apple cider vinegar are... Where's my vinegar? Where's my vinegar gone? The benefits of adding the apple cider vinegar are that when you put the vinegar into the broth, the vinegar allows the minerals and everything to just slowly leach out of the bones. And basically the bones need that help, so the vinegar does that. Some people say that if you roast the bones in the oven before you put it into the slow cooker, that it does that effect that the vinegar does. But I like to keep things simple, so I don't roast my bones, but I do add the apple cider vinegar. I'll show you which one I use. I'm not endorsed or sponsored by any company, but I use Bragg's apple cider vinegar. It's an organic one, and this one is great for everything. So I'll do I'll do more videos on that one soon. So this is the vinegar, and you literally add 1 to 2 teaspoons of it because it could be quite a strong. This is quite a strong one, so I'm just gonna add. I just do coverfuls. I'm gonna add 2 to that, and then you add some salt. So you can add some Himalayan pink salt, which I like. And any herbs you have as well, you can. So that's my Himalayan pink salt in there. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon to my broth and just sprinkle it over there. And that's it, people. That is how easy it is to make a bone broth. I'll bring the camera back to show you again how it looks now. And that's my bone broth there, and you can see the bones on the bottom, and the onion, the leek, the carrots, the ginger, the turmeric is on the bottom, the garlic, that's organic garlic, which is why I haven't peeled it, and the celery. And I'm going to cover it, and I have it on warm now. I'm going to cover that and leave it for a couple of days. And I have the salt lamp on because I don't I don't want my house to smell like beef broth. But that is it, my lovelies. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I do encourage, if you don't like beef, then you can try chicken or fish, and it's literally the same process. Get your vegetables, clean the bones, add it to your slow cooker crock pot, add your Himalayan pink salt and your apple cider vinegar, and leave it to simmer slowly for a couple of days. And then when it's ready, just, you know, use that, drink it by itself. You could add miso to it, which is a fermented food, a fermented probiotic food. You can add miso paste, you could add vegetables or even meat into the actual bone broth liquid, and you have a powerful superfood full of healing benefits to the body. So like my video, subscribe to my channel. If you've got any questions, let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the blurbs, I'm not going to edit it out because I want to keep things authentic. So hope you enjoyed. Ciao.